What's up, everybody? Spare with a Gun here from Sleepless Night Studios with another episode. Sorry, Force of Habit with a brand new episode of Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag. Now, some of you that watch my Space Engineers series might have noticed that I mentioned it a couple times that I was getting a PS4, that I was playing Black Flag, and I've been playing it long enough, and it's awesome enough that I really just decided that I had to start over and do an LP on it, because it's a freaking amazing game, to be honest. I know Assassin's Creed 2 is largely viewed as, like, the favorite of the Assassin's Creed series, but 4 here is definitely in the running for one of the best ones. Okay. So here's your basically tutorial part kind of thing. You move around, rotate the camera. And it hasn't told you can run, but if you're playing on a PS4 or PS3, you can use... I think it's the same for PS3. Firing cannons. So to fire, you hold the L2 button, or your trigger, and it gives you that arc that you see on the right, and then you move with the R stick and press R2 to shoot. And I mean, anybody who's seen pirate movies should know that you want to broadside people and stuff like that. Can't see. It is kind of neat that your cannons make smoke, so if you get in a big fight with somebody... Oh, here's a guy. If you get in a big fight and there's a lot of gunfire, you actually kind of start losing your visibility, like you're seeing right now. I can barely see what's going on in that direction. So they refine the mechanics a lot. Oh, bad. That's like a dreadnought. Oops. I can explain some of the ship mechanics a bit better in a little bit, but it's a little hard to figure out what's going on here. There we go. So you can hold square to brace, and it will minimize damage. You still get hurt, but it'll minimize it, but you do lose some of the control. And that's just never good. And some of you may notice that this guy looks like an assassin. That's important. It comes into play. Now, I have not completed the game. My single-player save file, it said I put about 20 hours into it already.
Is it dangerous? Edward?
And I'm at about 27% through the game. I'm like halfway through the story.
Wouldn't pay so nice if it weren't.
Why not sail with the King's Navy? Earn a proper wage, sail as a gentleman.
Sod of the Navy's gentleman. For every shilling I'd earn, the captain gets 600. That's no way to earn a fortune.
We don't need a fortune.
Well, he's after a fortune. I mean, gold and glory. I will
need Caroline.
I will probably be talking a decent
I want
amount.
food that don't make me sick. I want walls that hold back the wind.
Doesn't everybody?
I want a decent life.
It's a good plan. Good plan.
How long would you be gone with these privateers?
I do love how in this era...
2 at the most.
I do love how in this era that, like, privateer was kind of like synonym for pirate. It was like the nice way of saying pirate.
All right. No more than 2. Promise me.
And no. I'm afraid I can't do that. Yeah, if for those of you that watch my Metal Gear playthrough that I'm doing at the moment, I kind of have to talk a decent amount so that, you know, YouTube doesn't see it as not, like, I don't get copyright flags and all that kind of stuff, because it's a... If you just posted gameplay video, you usually get that kind of stuff where it flags stuff, and that's fine. I mean, it is their game. It is Ubisoft's game and stuff like that, so I'm not, like, trying to say that it's mine or anything, but it messes with what you can do with your videos and stuff if it gets flagged. So I try and talk enough that it kind of blurs out the some of the audio a little bit so that it doesn't pick it up, or at least not go too long without talking so the sound won't flag it. But yeah, I'm at like, I've played through till about sequence 6, and I think there's 12 or 13. So I'm about halfway through the story, and it's been really good so far. I may end up doing a review of this at a later point, but I wanted to kind of just go ahead and get a Let's Play going.
Was it good for you as well?
This guy is funny.
I must get to Havana.
The, Kenway.
Build us another ship, will I?
I can pay you. Isn't that the sound you pirates like best?
Well, yeah.
100 escudos.
I don't know what Esquitos is, but I'm sure that's a lot. The rum is always gone.
Keep talking.
Will you or won't you?
I haven't decided yet.
You don't have that gold on you now, do you?
Bloody pirates.
Well, yeah. They're pirates. It's kind of how they work.
I'm on to you, Snakesby!
Yeah, I have to admit, out of the protagonists of the different Assassin's game, I really do kind of like Edward.
Come on, mate! We're off to a bad start!
He's got this just cavalier, borderlines like a Jack Sparrow attitude sometimes of just whatever works for him kind of thing, and it makes for some pretty...
It's 100 leagues or more to Havana! Will you walk that distance?
It makes for some pretty funny stuff, though, between them. I mean, not between them. For his character, he has some really comical scenarios that he goes through, because all of the other Assassin's games were like, you know... Oh, no, didn't mean to do that. Were like, they got inducted into the Assassin Order somehow. And Edward Kenway here is one of the only ones who kind of like stumbles across it more than come on, climb, more than gets inducted or finds out his family's involved or anything like that. It's more like he just kind of runs into stuff and goes with it. So it makes for some more comedic situations for him, as opposed to like, say, Ezio or something from Assassin's Creed 2, whom kind of like found out when his dad was killed that he was an assassin, and so he kind of inherited the legacy type of deal. So I actually have really enjoyed, I think this is one of the best settings they've ever done. And at first I will admit, at first I was kind of skeptical. It was kind of...
And I'll kill you.
Well, I'm following and you're not killing me, so I'm just gonna keep following you. Whoop! Dead boar. Ha! Did you hear the hidden blade sound? I don't have hidden blades yet. Technical error. But yeah, the, I know what I'm thinking.
We could work together on this!
Gosh, I love the pirate era. I wish everybody still talked like that. Like, I was yes and stuff. That would be amazing. Why don't we do that anymore? We've substituted things like I and all that kind of stuff for like yo and...
Keep your distance!
Now, hold on. Ow! He shot me! Alright. I like how it goes from catch to kill after he shoots him. It's like, alright, now you made me mad. Now you're just gonna die. Oops. Jump, please. Thank you. There have been a few occasions where the platforming jumping mechanics were a little off, or inaccurate, I guess is probably the better term. Not that they were off, but just didn't exactly go where I wanted them to go, but I pretty much, I at least, I don't know about everyone else, but I've pretty much run into that with every Assassin's game. That is actually one of the biggest glitches that is the most predominant for me, is sound. when you do like a kill, like an execution or something, you get sometimes the sounds out of sync. It's like one of the only things that happens a lot frequently to me.
Senor Duncan Walpole, I accept your most generous offer and await your arrival with eagerness.
Sounds promising.
If you truly possess the information we desire, we have the means to reward you handsomely.
Well, that's
Though I will
music
not know
to
your face
pirate's
by
ears.
sight, I believe I can recognize the costume made infamous by your secret order.
See?
Therefore, come to Havana in haste, and trust that you shall be welcomed as a brother.
See, this is kind of what I was...
Humilde servidor, el gobernador Laureano Torres y Ayala.
This is what I was kind of referring to before, is that he's not inducted in the order.
Let's collect your reward.
He doesn't even know what the order is, or the Brotherhood, or whatever they call it, so he just takes the outfit, kind of thing. And so that's kind of how the whole assassin, you know, hidden blade thing, all that kind of stuff starts. And I will admit,
Schooner do me just fine.
this, synchronize here, this one, Black Flag here, has made some of the best use of the foliage mechanic, or the hiding mechanic that was introduced in, I think it was Assassin's Creed 3, where you had the wilderness type of thing. Because in 3, I don't know, in 3 it just didn't seem to always make sense. It felt kind of like tacked on. And see, these stalking zones. Dense vegetation can be used as stalking zones. They allow you to hide and move undetected. Use them to approach targets stealthily. So, this is... it, like, makes sense, because the foliage is all here. And then you can, like, grab people and drag them in. I mean, it worked in 3. It wasn't like it was glitchy. It just didn't always make sense, you know.
One reason I shouldn't vent your skull.
Take my sugar. Take anything
Now,
you like.
for any of you that have played the Splinter Cell games, I have a little Easter egg for you here.
Anything you like.
The infamous, well, infamous for those that played Splinter Cell.
Oh God.
Oh, whoop, whoops-a-daisy. You gotta go. Now, some of this is a bit gamey,
Take
and
my sugar. Take anything you
what I
like.
mean by that is basically like these two guys looking right at me would really not have noticed that I just killed their buddy and dragged him into the bush, you know. Oop, can't see. And most of the mechanics are the same here as far as you can counter, you can throw, break defenses, all that kind of stuff. And you basically... I find that countering and killing is the easiest way to kill people, because your swords and stuff can take a while if you're just
You saved me.
smacking people in the face.
Thanks.
I'll explain a bit more about the gameplay mechanics when they kind of let us loose, you know, and
I have no art for sailing.
it's more free roam and you have control.
You don't mean to abscond with my ship, do you?
Maybe.
I'm Duncan. What's your name,
That
friend?
depends. Are you okay with me stealing your
Well,
ship?
Mr. Bonnet, let this stay twixt us. But I'm on a secret errand for His Majesty the King, God save him, and I must get to Havana with speed.
Oh, that is a relief, sir. Havana is also my destination. Our ways lie together.
Natural allies, then.
You put me at ease, sir. I think I took you for a pirate when you first appeared.
Oh, my.
Yes. You have uncommon way of handling yourself. Quick and easy, if I may say. Gave me quite a fright.
Well, rest assured, no pirates here,
All things considered,
other than me.
I think it's turned out to be a rather fortuitous day, hasn't it?
If you say so.
Lacking a rowboat, I'm afraid we'll have to swim to my ship.
Oh, and there's
Hardly
a
the worst thing to happen.
treasure map mechanic too. You can find these maps along the way and find the treasure maps on explorers, cadavers. They will lead you to a specific island. Place on an island, dig there, and you'll find money or plans to upgrade the ship. When you get to this features... Wait. Oh, the treasure map thing is also available from second screen. I haven't been able to use this because the second screen mechanics isn't built into the PS4 system. It's from a companion app. Yeah, see at the bottom right corner of the screen, there's coordinates, so you'll use that when you pull up your map to see which island it is, and then when you find the island, you can park there, get out, and go find the treasure where the X is marked, and you kind of look for the thing. So that's a pretty cool mechanic too. But yeah, the second screen system.
Oh, this is difficult. I should have taken the coat off.
Yeah, man, swimming in these kind of clothes would be terrible. Like, it makes it look easy in the game, but in real life, swimming in all this gear would be a nightmare. But anyways, the second screen is a cool thing. You can run some of the fleet mechanics when those are unlocked, the treasure map, the in-game map, which I don't know if it's available. Yes. So see, you have a coordinate thing on the left, right, or the left side of the crosshair. And I haven't opened up all the map or anything yet, but that's the coordinate system that you'll use for treasure hunting and all that kind of stuff. So that's what the numbers are in the bottom right corner, in case some of you are playing the game and hadn't realized that. It took me a minute to figure that out too, so that's why I figured I'd note it. But the second screen is, there's an Android and a Mac app, or iPhone, iPad, whatever.
Welcome aboard, Duncan. She's a modest schooner, but well suited to my purpose.
All right.
Taking cargo from my
So,
station and such.
She'll do fine. There's a strong wind now.
So
Strike to fold.
the wind is the arrow down in the bottom left on the map. The X will speed you up to where you get movement.
There's a tug of the wind at my hair.
Circle will
I find a
slow you
breeze
down.
in the feel and smell of the ocean. The raw stink of possibility.
The raw stink of possibility.
That's a top way of seeing it, mate.
So you can pretty much you control the ship with the left stick is like the helm, the right is the camera, and you can speed up to, you can't do it here, but there's a travel speed, which is basically where some of the combat mechanics are closed off, and you can kind of just sail, and it's useful for going from point A to point B type of thing.
Those sailors were quite animated by the idea of pirates roaming these waters. Is it a real danger, do you suppose?
No,
Possibility.
not at all.
Most pirates stalk the Windward Passage between Cuba and Hispaniola.
Oh, I see. Yes, that is a bustling strait.
Now I'm trying to be careful because the first time I played this, I actually ran into
Pirates, truth be told.
that island right
I
there.
have nothing of immense value. Sugarcane and its yields, molasses, rum, that sort of thing.
There's not a pirate living who turned his back on it.
I was just thinking that, like,
Yes, I suppose that's
like
true.
if you're carrying rum, you're a prime target for pirates, dude. I mean, the rum's always gone. So, if you didn't pick up on that, the slower you go, the obviously more handling you have of the ship, which makes it easier to navigate smaller passages like this, where it's a bit more cramped, and then when you're out on open ocean, you know, you can open it up. The square for brace, like this, you can't steer when you brace, but if you're being attacked, it will lower your damage that you receive, basically. Might need to slow down. Oh, almost clipped that. So, it's not really a sailing simulator, like it's not completely accurate. Ooh, whales. But it is fun. That's the biggest thing, and I'm pretty sure Ubisoft mentioned that in one of their dev diaries, that they had worked on it and it kind of became a sailing simulator, but it wasn't as fun. So, but yeah, I love the sailing in here.
Sailor, Duncan.
I did a decent trick at the helm some time ago. 2 years before the mast as a privateer.
I'd like to find out what
Dash my button.
before the mast
Life
is.
a grand one, if I may say. So full of adventure.
I've heard it in a lot of
Marvelous.
pirate
I've
movies
seen
and
my share
stuff.
of strangeness,
I've seen that in a lot of pirate and naval, old colonial movies and stuff like that, though, where it's like, you know, Dead Man's Chest from Pirates of the Caribbean stands out the most of the whole, you know, 100 years before the mast, and I'm like, what's that mean?
Very promising.
Ah, present day. So we're gonna see the present day thing. For those of you that have not kept up with the series, spoiler alert. Okay. In the end of Assassin's Creed 3, Desmond Miles dies, supposedly. You'll find that out in this. So it's not really a spoiler, it's just an early spoiler. So you're playing as someone else. It doesn't say who. You're kind of
Your
a
numbers look good.
faceless character.
Now let's make sure we can break your brain, all right?
Mm-hmm.
I need you to move your head and look at these lights just here.
No! I don't want to look at the lights. Okay, fine.
That's it. Down.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. This is your
So far, so good.
axis calibration,
Let's get you
in case you hadn't figured that out.
So, welcome to the Sample 17 project.
Yay!
Before you
That's a
get started,
terrible
you're
name.
gonna need this. There you go.
Terrible name for a project. Sample 17.
Testing, 1, 2, 3. Hello, bonjour. C'est bon? It works?
Mm-hmm. 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 It works.
All right, let's take a walk. Your file says you've done some memory research before, but not to this extent, which is surprising. You're very good.
Thank you.
Data streams are very
I'm good at
stable.
remembering things, I guess. Yeah, so this is a new protagonist character
Impressive,
that
right?
you don't really
This
know
building is
who he is.
barely 6 months
Or
old.
they.
But
Could be a girl.
Abstergo Entertainment has been a studio for a few years, since 2010.
So basically, Abstergo's become an entertainment type thing, or this is a branch of Abstergo from the previous games, and they're supposed to be researching...
Maybe you saw Liberation? That was our first title powered by Animus Tech. That was just the tip of the iceberg.
I have seen this.
Soon,
I have
we'll
it.
be unveiling commercial
It's a good
Animus
game, too.
servers for the whole world to enjoy. They'll offer passive experiences, of course, edited versions of real history, but only the exciting parts. And we think we found the perfect subject for our first full-length virtual feature, Caribbean Pirates. So that's your gig.
Right. So that kind of sums
It'll
up...
just take a minute, okay?
It kind of sums up what's going on as far as Abstergo Entertainment is doing, well, obviously entertainment things like games and
Magnifique.
virtual
Merci.
tours and stuff. So they're using Abstergo tech to...
This is for you. The primary tool of our trade. Your communicator.
Thank you. I have a
Power it
tablet.
up and give it a look. It's pretty slick.
I have a tablet. I want one of these tablets. These things are awesome, by the way. Minus the Abstergo tracking stuff that's in
You
them,
might have
most
noticed
likely.
that security seems a little light around here. That's because your communicator is your key to getting around.
So yeah, they're trying to make like a pirate game or movie or something, or virtual tour is the idea behind this, and you're helping them research through memory researching and whatnot, or memory syncing or whatever they called it, on how to... This is awesome! Look at this.
See
So
that flashing wireless signal? It means you're hooked up to the elevator. I'll let you do the honors. We're headed up to the Sample 17 studio, 2nd floor.
So basically, you hit circle, because it's Wi-Fi, and then you tell it what floor to do. I freaked out when I first played that. It was like, so there's no buttons in the elevator, it's all just wireless and you control it on the
You
tablet.
ready?
That's sick.
Let's go.
I want one. So yeah, it's all under this mask of entertainment,
There's the boss,
like...
Olivier Garneau, our CCO. I'll introduce you. Bonjour.
Salut Mélanie.
I don't speak French.
Have you met our new hire? Just started today.
I haven't. Bonjour. What project?
Sample 17,
Mm-hmm.
Kenway line.
Hey them, Connor.
Edward.
Edward, the pirate.
Yar, matey.
Please don't do that again.
Welcome aboard.
Thank you. No, seriously, don't do that
In your
again.
office for a minute?
Just let me get this one settled and I'll see you in 5 minutes.
C'est bon. Nice to meet you.
C'est bon.
This is the Sample
Oui.
17 floor. We're diving into the memories of one very generous donor, Desmond Miles. We're pulling all
See?
the best stuff from his DNA. And hopefully one day, we can forge some fantastic experiences from what we find in there.
See? He's a generous donor because
This
he's
parallax
dead.
is John, one of the wizards in IT. He's just fixing something for you.
It's like,
Not fixing, calibrating.
Calibrating, right.
get it
So
right,
here we
lady.
are. Your very
IT
own
people are
animal
specific,
workstation.
man. I would know.
This is all yours. So sit back, relax, and find us some good footage.
I like how it's a chair and
If
like
you
a
need any
computer.
hints or tips, the Animus is loaded with tutorial programs, so you'll have no problems.
Yay.
And I'll check in on you later. Happy pirating.
Eh. Yeah. I was talking to a friend of mine and I said that's totally gonna backfire on Ubisoft. Well, you said happy pirating, so I pirated the game. And there's these little QR codes that you can find that are somehow linked. I haven't figured this out yet. They're kind of cryptic because I think they're in sequence and I haven't found them all in sequence. So this is sticky note 2. Being that life is both sacred and profane, priceless and worthless, fleeting and eternal, we submit. Being that life can be easily construed from primordial swamps as from a stinking petri dish, we submit. Being that those who came before imbued us with life and may remove it as readily as we defy them or deny their original plan, we submit. Makes no sense at first. And I haven't found all the notes around the office. This is like your employee card for Abstergo. I wonder if there's a name. I think it's just a welcome packet. Wait, 1937. Abstergo Industries is founded with the ambitious objective to make the best results of scientific progress available to humanity. Huh. So they've been around since 37. That's interesting. Yeah, see, the prototypical Abstergo Industries Entertainment Division first release project Legacy, the social media phenomenon dazzle, blah, 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 blah. After 25 years of meticulous DNA testing, is ready for public consumption. So, in essence, you're working for the entertainment section of Abstergo, not the mad science lab that we're used to from previous Assassin's games, for those of you that have played them. And so basically everything's mask and entertainment, and because you're not Desmond or anybody, you don't know that they're kind of like the bad guy of the series. So you're kind of left with this very lighthearted, you know, just wander around the office, do whatever, yada 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 type of thing. And then as you go through the game, there's really not that much present day stuff so far. Like I said, I'm about halfway through the story and I've only done like 2 present day missions or something. There's really only 4 or 5 that I know of. So they definitely took the focus off present day and put it really into the pirate side of the game. But I mean, you can walk around the office and there's little stuff that you can find here and there later. I don't think you can do it right now, but there's little things that open up later that let you kind of find out backstories as to what exactly happened to Desmond after the events of Assassin's Creed 3. And it's not too big of a spoiler, because if you keep watching my videos, you'll find out as we get to that point in the story that there's a spot where it clearly displays that Desmond dies, so I'm not really spoiling anything for you, other than if you hadn't played Assassin's Creed 3, but you'll find out anyway if you're playing this or watching this. So, but yeah, overall, I'm really happy with it. I'm really excited about it, and y'all have Caden Red Pearl from Infinity Gamer. He's a personal friend of mine outside of YouTube, and he ragged on me a lot for buying a PS4, having stuff like Assassin's Creed and stuff, and not LPing it. Basically, he was kind of like, you know, what are you doing? Get on that. People want to see this stuff. So yeah, pretty much have him to thank for that. But I hope you all enjoyed. If you did, leave a like and comment if you'd like to see more, etc. I plan on doing more, but if I get, you know, a ton of negative feedback or something, I won't. So just let me know what you think, and I hope you all enjoyed. If you did, leave a like, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.